11 people absent. That's nuts. Yeah, I know it's first period. But still. Yeah, there's MCAT sensitive right now too. Some of you guys aren't here today. All right, friends, let's discuss the warm-up. Okay, good morning, Giselle. All right, x-intercepts for these 4 graphs. Let's start with this first one. What are the x-intercepts? Where are we crossing the x-axis here? And
-4 and
+2, yes. You can be more specific if you want and write the coordinates. I'm more interested in the x values. What about graph number 2? Someone that's not Sophia.
-1. I'm assuming that's 5.
Not 5.
4.
Yeah, it's 4. Jonathan, it's also on your chronometer. All right, table over here, Lewis's table. Number 3. And thank you. And I'll pick this table over there in the back, ladies. Number 4. Good morning, Omar. Yes, I heard that. Thank you, Giselle. Thank you, Allie. All right, friends. So today we're going to be exploring how to find solutions for quadratic functions. So very related to what we just did in the warm-up. I'm going to ask you guys to take out your Chromebooks. We have an explore activity. Before I get to that, I just wanted to update you guys on our calendar for the week. Today we're going to be solving quadratic equations by graphing. That's what our Explore is going to be about. We're going to move on from that. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. We're going to move on from that tomorrow into the next topic. So we're just only going to do this for today. Don't worry though, it's not that bad. Yes. We do have school Friday. This is last week. This is last week. We do have school Friday. All right? So, go ahead and take out your Chromebook spreads. All right? And then, same procedure. You're going to go to Clever, McGraw-Hill, then you're going to hit Reveal Algebra 2. And there's an Explore activity called Roots of Quadratic Equations. All right? We're going to work on this for the next 12 minutes. Okay? More or less. Okay? Make sure you get this activity open first, and I'm going to go over the first one. Yes? Okay. How many minutes? We only need them for the next, 15. Steven. You gotta take that thing off your face. Anything more? Warm-ups, folks. Warm-ups, friends. Has everyone got out to the Explorer yet? Before I go over the first one, is everyone there yet? Okay. All right, friends. Everyone here on the screen yet? Steven, you need a Chromebook. Yes, no? I'm gonna walk around and look. Make sure you're on that screen. It's already been 3 minutes. You should have been logged in by now. All right. You don't need to press anything yet. We're gonna do the first one together. All right, so guys, speaking. So the Explore activity has a few functions in it. All right. There's a graph button and a roots button. You don't have to worry about pressing those right away. Okay. The questions are going to tell you what you need to do. For the first one, it says press graph to graph the function f of x equals x squared plus 2x minus 3. Before pressing roots, estimate the zeros of the function. So let's just hit graph first to see what the graph looks like. Don't press roots yet. Okay. So you're probably thinking, Mister, what does the word roots mean? Who's heard of the word roots before? I imagine nobody. Well, I mean, the roots of a plant, yeah. But in math, roots have a different meaning, okay? Roots is actually a synonym this marker sucks. Roots is a synonym for the x-intercepts. Or solutions. You might also hear the word zeros. These all mean the same thing. So throughout the exercise, you can see roots, x-intercepts, solutions, or zeros. They all refer to where you cross the x-axis. So for question 1, let me scroll it up a little bit. It asks us to estimate the roots by pressing roots. Before pressing roots, estimate the zeros or the x-intercepts of this function. Well, we just did that in the warm-up, right? What are the x-intercepts of this function? So, yeah, -3 and what was the other one? Zeros right here. Yeah, 1. -3 and 1. Beautiful. Okay, so Makes sense what we're doing now, friends?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give us the next, let's do 8 minutes. I'm gonna shoot 8 minutes. Yes. Can I put the what down? Yeah, take the next 8 minutes to work on this. Keep the inquiry question in mind though, okay? The big question, which is, I'll write it on the board. How can you use the graph of a quadratic to find the solutions of its related equation? So keep this in mind while you're working. Go ahead, friends. Yes. And there's different questions that tell you which ones to look at. How's it going? Lewis, do you have a Chromebook? Yes, sir.
Oh, wait.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go grab one.
Oh, I see. No worries. You need it all laser field. I thought I'd pick up how it is just there. And then I'm pretty sure I heard that like
Lewis here. Being a scholar? Being a scholar? Oh, you left something on my desk.
Oh.
You go. Actually, we just did this one on the board. The zeros and what was that? Zeros significados how's it going here? Yeah.
Three got I'm like, you're supposed They're probably like dead balls. Dead balls.
I don't think he's in it, man. I think they just say it.
Yeah, but they're coming that shit for a lot. So I don't know how much.
That's what mine
There's always
substitute
that.
Alright, let's move on, friends. Wherever you are, the next minute, just skip to the inquiry question, wherever you are, and you explore. Take the next minute to answer this question. It's the very last one at the bottom. Okay? Answer it in your own words, please. Wherever you are and you explore, go to the inquiry question and answer the inquiry question. Sir, can you answer the inquiry question? The very last question. Once you're done with the inquiry question, make sure you hit submit, friends. I said no, it's down, all the way down this one. Alright, huh? It didn't sound like I'm sorry. I was thinking of other things. What did you answer to this? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do with that. We're not using Chromebooks at this point though, so don't worry about it. Yes. Yes, guys, once you're done with the inquiry question, hit submit. We're going to discuss it in a moment. Did everyone get one of these handouts, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Exactly. Submit the Explore, guys, so I know you did it. Alright, so after poking around with the Explore activity, we can ask ourselves this question. How can you use the graph of a quadratic function to find the solutions? How? What did the graph give you to find the solutions? Yeah, thank you, Lauren. Yeah, the x-intercepts. We can look at the x-intercepts of any quadratic to find the solutions. So how about let's try graphing one to find the solutions. So we're going to look at quadratic equations today, which we know what these are already. The difference is now it's equal to 0. A quadratic expression equal to 0. This is ax squared plus bx plus c. Right? That's what we were graphing the last 2 days. Now we're going to try it again but this time with the goal to find the x-intercepts, the solutions, the roots, the zeros, right? So let's start with step 1 of your handout I just passed out. Okay, it says step 1, solve the equation for 0. Well, this one's already solved for 0, and I'm gonna give them to you like this for the most part, but they're not always, right? So 0 equals x squared minus 24x plus 143. Right? And this thing probably has a funky looking graph with a big x and a y-intercept. Step 2, find the axis of symmetry. That's what we were doing yesterday, right? But before we can find the axis of symmetry, we need to know what A, B, and C are. Guys over here, what is A in this quadratic? What's our A value? 1, right? The invisible 1 in front of the variable. Folks over there, Angel's table. What's B?
Oh, wait, no. 24.
Oh, okay. It's negative 24. There's a minus right in front of it, so that's a negative 24. And what's our C value over here, guys? Thank you. Right. Now let's calculate the axis of symmetry. So I'm just gonna put negative 24 divided by 143. That's positive 24 divided by 1. Oops. I made an error. I meant 2 times 1. Excuse me. So 24 divided by 2, that is 12. Alright. I went through that kind of quickly because we should know how to do this already. Can I move on to the next slide, friends? No? Alright. Ready, spaghetti? Yes? Okay. Alright, let's fill out this table of values and then graph our quadratic now. So this table already gives us our values. Shoot. I need a copy of this paper. Let's start with just labeling our axis of symmetry. It was 12. I'm just gonna draw it here. At x equals 12. All right, I'm gonna do the first one, and I'm gonna give you guys the next 2 minutes to fill out the rest of the table. Okay? So I'm gonna do 12. I'm going to say 12 squared minus 24 times 12 plus 143. And in my calculator, I'm just going to input it exactly as it shows here. I'm going to type in 12 squared minus 24 parentheses 12 plus 143. And I should get negative 1. All right, so now I know where my vertex is in my graph. It's 12, negative 1. All right. So I just substituted the x for what was given here in the table. Take the next 2 minutes, guys, to do the other ones. All right, then we're gonna identify the x-intercepts. out the rest of the table, guys. I did 12. You're responsible for the rest. Yes. Yes.
Check this real quick. Actually, never mind.
Oh.
No.
Good morning, Joanne. That's not I have another sheet. Yeah, give me a moment. Alright, you ready to go, friends? You ready to go? I think it's been 2 or 3 minutes.
Are you always saying
Okay. I'm gonna do 14. What do we get with x equals 14? Thank you. Yeah, it's 3. Good job. What about 13? 0. Thank you guys. Yes, 0. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna label those on the graph here. 14, 3. 13, 0. I know this thing's kind of compact. Because this thing is symmetrical though, we don't really need to do 11 and 10. We should know what those are. It's gonna bounce back around. It's gonna go 3, 0, negative 1. Then it's gonna go 0. And verify with me, did you guys get 0 for 11? Yeah, and then it should be 3, right? This thing is symmetrical. All right, let's connect the dots. Okay, now we're at the last part, the star of the show here, the zeros. What are the zeros here? What are our zeros? What are our solutions? What are our x-intercepts? Yeah, that's one of them. 11 and 13. Yeah. Oops, I wrote 13. 11 and 13. Beautiful. And we can see it on our table and our graph. Right? There's a 0 right there. Zeros are x-intercepts. There's a 0 right here at 11. So we know just from the table also what our solutions are, and looking at the graph here, where we're crossing the x-axis. All right, so what about this graph? Actually, give you guys a second. Yeah, it'll last longer. What, Jonathan? You don't like our jokes? No. I think I'm pretty funny. Okay, what about this graph here? What are the solutions to this graph? What are the solutions here? Let's take a moment to look at this graph. What are the solutions to this graph here? It is a good question, yeah. It's a little confusing, right? You're not sure which number it is exactly? Are we? What do we estimate this one is? Yeah, about negative 1.5. It's hard to say. So instead, what I'm gonna say, and what I encourage you guys to do if you see a problem like this, is say the solution is in between. In between what numbers? Here. Yeah, -1 and -2. And the second one over there, we could say something similar. Right, guys? Right, Joshua? What's the second solution in between? Well, that's the first one, the other one. The other solution.
Oh, 5. 4.5.
Yeah, approximately 4.5, or we could say in between 4 and 5.
So the solutions are just the x and 2 sides.
Yes, sir. Look at synonyms right here. All right. The next part of today's activity, guys, we're gonna do a group activity. Okay, so your grades are gonna depend on each other to work together as a team. Don't worry, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. No, you guys are doing great today. So I don't imagine it's gonna be difficult. So every table, I'm giving directions, guys. Omar. Every group is gonna have one of these chart papers, okay? And there's gonna be one scribe per group, okay? So I'm gonna pass out a marker to each table as well, all right? And I'm gonna pass out the questions, okay? I'll explain more in a moment. Actually, Jonathan, can you help me pass these out? Go to Karen. I just want your group. Can you pass that to the back table? Make sure once you get it, you write your names on the top for all your table mates. Does every table have one? Okay, give it to the joining table then. All right, guys. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to give your group, each group is going to get one problem. All right. You're going to be mindful of your space because there's 3 problems total. So maybe use a third of the paper per question. And you're going to call me over once you complete the question with your team. All right. And then I'm going to just pick any of you guys at random to explain the answer to me, okay? And if you get it correct, you get the next question. If you don't get it correct, you're gonna have to discuss with each other again, and then call me back over once you all can explain the solution, okay? Does that make sense? Do we have any questions? All right, so we all know what we're doing? Thumbs up? thumbs up, thumbs up. Yes? See or no? Alright. Passing out question 1 to your tables now. Alright? So you guys are working together to answer this. Don't write on my questions, please. I need to use these for 6th period as well. Alright, let's get on the questions, boys. What the fuck? What? Because I see you guys still talking. Don't make fun of me. I could make fun of you. I'm gonna walk away. You know what we need to get on my table? Some questions done. Make sure I can work with you guys.
I saw that show.
I think I'm on whole house wide. Scratching books. I am scratching where you had a table. And then you can see because they both have their own guesses, right? Maybe start then by finding the axis of symmetry. Start by finding the axis. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good start. So, we need scrap paper. That's scrap paper. That's great. You guys want smaller graph?
No, Mister. Do you like fix the problem or like just explain why?
So, try graphing this table, and then you'll see who has the right zeros. Just like we did here, right? We graphed this table, and then we were able to say what the solutions were. Once you graph this table, you should be able to tell who's right and who's wrong. Guys, for the first one, try graphing that table, okay? I'm gonna pass out some scrap graph paper as well. Try graphing the table. Graficar la tabla.
This is a symbol.
That's what it is.
It's a graph.
You can make up the numbers. You have space on your graph. You have space. Empezar. If you guys start by graphing the table, just like I did there. Yeah, they have excellent. Make a graph. Points. Why? Justify. My that I want from you guys is just draw a picture of that table, draw a graph
God, more of
And
that?
I want you guys to grab this table.
No, smell it.
Grab the table for the first one, guys. That's how you'll figure it out.
What? No, are you trying to do it? No, because those are very much delicious. Where did you get it? I got some. Ain't no way. Is this what you spent on the dollar? Do it on 10 and 14.
I like the purple one.
Ew, that smells disgusting.
Can you just follow the person? Do you want to throw?
You can change the scale. You can get by 5.
Smell it.
No,
Don't spray
no.
it.
It's like so strong.
Do you not smell it?
I thought that was the wine.
It
It doesn't
smells.
sound good, it don't
It
think.
smells disgusting.
Why is it shaking like this? So hot. How much?
Why are you judging me?
I'm gonna judge.
It's really Irish. Come on.
The first one.
Wait, is that really Irish? Did I smell it?
Well, it's
Like, I was so sure. Do you have the other one?
The third one I ordered as something like
So,
Yeah, I don't
it was right in fact.
the first one was like marshmallows and vanilla.
Okay.
That one.
I like October, which is like my favorite. So I wanna buy her candles.
Buy one of
1 and 3.
It's good.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I like more of those sweet smells, so maybe I'll try the first one.
I don't know, it doesn't look like your graph is accurate.
How
You got some of those-
Like, what do you mean?
Grab. Guys, you guys can do this. I'm not asking for rocket science right now. No, I'm not. You did this earlier. You saw it. You guys grabbed this earlier. You filled out the table. Now you just have to grab the table.
We lost your phone the first time.
Huh?
You're not doing the work.
Well, I'm thinking.
This is all I'm gonna send you.
Guys.
Listen,
Look
what
at
this
grab
look
the
like?
table.
What this look like?
That's not graphing.
Did you look at the
When I say grab the table,
Mm-hmm.
it means drawing, using the table to draw the graph.
Oh.
Using it to
Read
draw the
it,
graph.
read
guys.
the spread.
How do you tell who you're going to draw? I'm not
How do you
sure
go
what that
from
is.
positive? How do you go from between positive 4 and 6 to between -4 and -6? Do you mean 5? Like,
Drawing right.
And I was gonna get more now.
That's how you're going to find the solution, guys. Angel, you just gave 5 minutes, had to figure these techniques out, talk to Melissa, figure out, hey, maybe I could grab this thing around here, justify why I'm trying to go on.
This one's totally coming.
I don't know what smell it is.
That's I'm sorry, but you still have responsibility to do your work in this class. I can't.
Wait, what do you think?
Another
You're not even doing that side.
marker.
Don't let your stress control like
That one, I don't know.
your ability to do work or just cut it.
That's
Worry about that outside of the box.
Oh.
To me.
I know it's easier said than done, but you're gonna have to power through.
Right? Yeah, but then
Everything else is no fucking.
That's cursive.
I saw my
I know you can graph it. You just gotta decide who's right or wrong. Who has the right zeros.
he tried to actually find that answer.
It's not a fucking macro.
This is the new one.
Macro fucking letters.
Pero we can go. Pero
Oh, you guys are doing great earlier.
You still not ready to make it either.
Gentlemen,
You're the one that took the video that I'm gonna take charge.
So we're live.
just graph, you see, run into X value. Oh, you have 0. You have, I don't know, -2, -4. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Like this thing goes by twos, right?
But it's 70.
And then you're gonna scale your y-axis the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like the y's are these numbers, x's are these numbers. It doesn't go 5, right?
Oh, it's
Look at this table, guys. Come on now.
Wait, so we got 0, what's the thing?
Oh my, that looks like you're 0.
I mean, like,
Bro, how do you even draw that?
It's 4, it looks like you're
But
0.
there's 3 other, there's 2 other questions
Well, that-
on this chart.
Okay, so then we'll answer right here. We'll do the thing right here. We'll answer this one.
Alright, sweet.
Now we can start from
This one's even worse. The roots are between
You need help,
-2 and
huh?
0.
I just draw the graph. Draw the graph.
Oh my god, who taught these people English?
So, are we ready? Are you ready for a solution?
No.
Oh, not yet.
No, you looks like you have a pretty good graph there.
I'm crying inside. Who made this?
Who made this?
Who made this?
This is from our book.
I thought my English was bad.
The first question.
Alright.
No, I wasn't meant to.
I'll go from
I think we missed the point of the question.
Oh my
These are the
god.
points that you have to hit
Oh.
on the graph. So, so there's a scale.
That's not the one I used.
You follow the scale here, okay? These are all pretty big numbers. Maybe count by 5 or something.
It's in June. I didn't use this.
That's my recommendation. Count by 5 with the scale.
And I put it right here.
I missed it.
You don't like it, right?
Should I put some more? One day's never gonna come.
Well, I
You
guess
can
it's
put the
back.
coordinates, yeah, put the coordinates, but that's an interesting scale you got going there. But these have to be the spacing. So maybe, yeah, they're 2 apart. These are 2 apart. But you could go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You want me to write 1, 2, 5?
No, you could do 5, 10, 15, 20. You could
Alright.
have a scale, you know, have a scale.
It's not that you did it fucking bad, it's you skipped past the numbers, right? I'm good. I don't even pay attention. That's all I
Yeah.
You were right, bro.
What, y'all thought I was
I know, I was right.
I know you are.
Bro, he just said he just told you how to do it.
I want to pay attention.
Oh, okay. I think we need to practice our graphing table. But that's definitely what we need to practice.
Okay.
The same number you
The doctor was the line.
No, it's not. This is
Huh? I think tomorrow, I think what we're gonna do tomorrow, guys, we're just gonna practice graphing tables. Because I'm a little surprised actually, I'm a little surprised, I can't lie. Like, we should be able to, Algebra 1, do you know how much you know? Put coordinates on a, come up with numbers for a scale? We're gonna practice doing that tomorrow. Okay? We can, yeah. I think these are interesting questions. I want you guys to be able to do them. I think, I'll hold on to them. Just pass them up here, okay? Pass, yes, write your name on your chart paper, please. And can you hand me my question slips as well? I want my question slips. Thank you for trying though, okay? Good job today, guys. But we're gonna have to practice graphing tables tomorrow. Yeah. I need my questions. Please. That's your notes. Those go in your binder. The whole punch stuff is your notes. Go in your binder, please. Give me my questions as well. I want my questions. Please hand me these. I want these. And bring the charts up here.
Who the heck goes up to
Please bring me my questions. My chart paper. I need this.
No, I'm ready.
I need this slip of paper. If you have this, please bring it to me. Bring my chart up here. Drop off my markers as well. In that box.
I already got $100 on this program.
I got my check.
I literally just planned you right now.
I didn't say that. You were like, are you poor and then me?
Exactly.
Gennaro, I don't think I have all my question slips. I only have 4. I'm missing 2 of them. I need all 6. Thank you. I'm gonna do it right now.
Long God, this bro.
Did you give him the fucking question?